Over Iran may be shifting a bit. Chinese authorities indicating they are now open to discussing UN sanctions against Iran over its nuclear program. Iran's top nuclear negotiator arrived in Beijing today for scheduled talks, just as China announced that President Hu Jintao plans to attend a nuclear security summit in Washington this month. China's support is key to passing new UN sanctions because it holds veto power in the Security Council. With us now, international security expert Jim Walsh. And Jim, give us an explanation here. We've got the top nuclear negotiator from Iran now meeting in Beijing. I mean, it appears that China's on board with these new sanctions, albeit weaker sanctions than we were first anticipating. Is there some wiggle room here for Iran to maybe pull China off board in this plan again?
Well, possibly, but I think what you see, Trace, when you see Jalili in China, that's evidence that the Iranians are concerned that China is going to support these sanctions. I think they will probably support these sanctions. And if history is any guide here, Trace, what will happen is Iran will start making some concessions, start sort of a diplomatic offensive in the lead up to that vote in order to take the wind out of the sails, but they'll probably not be successful.
Yeah, and we talk a lot about the fact that, that China gets about 11% of its gas and its oil from Iran. It's one of their biggest trading partners. But in truth here, Jim, Iran has very little room to pressure China, right?
I think that's absolutely right. I mean, China holds all the cards here. I was, in fact, one of two Americans that participated in an oil conference in Iran that was a China oil conference, just Chinese officials and Iranian officials. Yeah. And it was clear who was boss in the room. The Chinese they're the rich guys. It's the Iranians who are under Iraq right now trying to get anyone to support them. So I think Iran is in a weak position.
Yeah,